Welcome here to Inside Arena Football. As always, I'm your host, Hunter Williams, joined by Craig Peterson from the Albany Empire, who are up to a great start this season, 4-0. So, Craig, how's it feel?
It feels great. It feels great. When you're winning, everything feels good. A team's playing well. I'm playing well. We're running on all cylinders for the most part. But we got some things we can clean up. But we are getting better every week, especially our defense. Defense is definitely stepping up every week as we keep playing. And that's what happens when you have rookies that are hungry. They're going to continue to get better throughout the season. So that's good.
So far this season, Albany has gotten some big wins. What do you feel is the biggest reason for this early season run?
You know what? Just preparation. We prepare well. We got Tommy Grady at the helm, at the QB position, and he's by far the best quarterback I've ever played with. So, just watching him, seeing him guide the rookies, during camp with the wide receivers, seeing that chemistry he's developed with the other wide receivers, some of the vets. It's just it's second to none. You know what I mean? He's so good. He knows what he's doing. He knows the game. He knows what he's capable of, and that tends to trickle down to all the other players. That's including the O-line. The O-line expects to play well from themselves, knowing they got a Hall of Fame quarterback back there. And with that being said, it's just one of those things that every game you want to continue to get better. But not only that, we're striving to be perfect.
All right. You've gotten back-to-back weeks with the Special Teams Player of the Year of the Week award. Obviously that's a very good personal accomplishment to top off a very good start to this season. Is there anything that you'd say that you've done differently to peak at this level, or is it just everything firing on all cylinders?
I mean, I don't even think I've peaked, really, to be honest. Yeah, I've had some good games. I had one skittish game in New Jersey. That's pretty rare, but that arena, I've never played an arena like that before, other than Maine, I think, is the closest I can think of. That arena was just, conditions like that. It's tough, but you got to adapt. And, I came back and had a franchise record breaking game after that. So, it's a process. And I'm trusting it, and I'm continuing to get better every week. And, that's all I can do. I can continue to get better as a player, as a person, as a teammate every week that goes by. So, I think it's me, going through my prep, me preparing, going through, I guess you can say my routine, every game and throughout the week during practice, and making sure I'm ready for every game and giving it my all, at 110% when I go out there on the field.
So take us into that game where you set the franchise record for extra points. Was there anything just take us through that experience in general?
So every game is the same. It's no bigger, no smaller than any other, and at least in my mind. My mindset is going out there and hitting every ball the same and doing everything the same way. Yeah, maybe the hold isn't as great, maybe the snap isn't as good, but everything on my end needs to stay the same regardless of those two things. And on that record-setting night, everything stayed the same. The only thing that changed on the 11th extra point was one of our linemen missed a block. And they were able to block one of my extra points. So instead of breaking not just the franchise record, I would have broken the league record as well instead of tying it. But honestly, those things happen. You can't plan for those things. You can't, expect it to be perfect every time. And it is what it is. It happens. You move on. You watch the film. You get better. That's just how it is. The only thing that I could do and prepare for is making sure that I'm hitting the ball the same every time. And that's exactly what I did that game, and it's exactly what I did last week. And I'm going to continue to do that and prepare each game, pretty much like it's my last. I play every game like it's my last. And I think I like that outlook because, I'll first of all, I'm never satisfied. And second of all, I'm coming out hungry every week. And that's why I prepare the way that I do, not just my body, but mentally and physically. So it's just, it's one of those fluke things that happen. And I'm happy with, our performance. The snaps were good. The holds were good. Our line stood up for the most part, and they were 100% last game. They didn't let anyone in against the Predators. And, I appreciate them for that, because I know that after that block, they saw how little ticked I was. But, that's just me trying to be a perfectionist. And, I strive for perfection, and they know that. And, given everything that I've done this year, they know that, we want to be perfect as a special teams unit, not just me, myself individually. And I love that the guys work just as hard as I do. So I appreciate them.
We mentioned earlier about what you said that you had a bit of a sluggish game in Jersey. Would you say like there's anything specific about that arena compared to others that makes it easier to kick in when it comes to other arenas versus Jersey, or even make deuces in?
Yeah, especially the deuces. I don't think anyone really noticed it, but I actually got hit the first extra point of the game. Some guy came in, I think his helmet, watching the film, and either his helmet or his body ended up hitting me in motion, going for that extra point. So it kind of kicked me back. I'm not gonna say I was injured, because I'm fine, but just the rest of that game, it just felt sore. So, the deuce attempts weren't as strong as I would have liked them to be, because I probably would have made a few even with the arena like that, with the jumbotron as low as it was. And then a couple of my extra points, I just wasn't hitting the ball the same every time like I have in the last 2 games. So, and the first game for that matter, I was 9 for 9 at home. And there's no issues. It was just one of those, freak accidents. It happens. And, you might have games like that. And I stuck it out. I think I was 6 for 8 that game. And, that's the worst game percentage wise that I've had. And I actually haven't missed at all since. I just had the one block against the Cobras, and that's been it. So, like I said, I'm a perfectionist. I strive at being perfect. And, I'm going to continue doing that. And my teammates are going to continue working with me to keep the streak alive. So, just Jersey was Jersey. It's one of those games that you kind of, forget about and put it in the back of your mind, just like the last game. The Predators game is past me now. I've watched the film already. I've studied it. I know what I can do to get better, at least on the deuce attempts, and go from there. We're looking at Jacksonville now.
How much of an impact does onside kicks have in arena football?
Huge. With every onside kick comes an extra possession, potentially. So, we tried to start off with that. And like I said, those are the reasons why I watch film. I wanted to see why I didn't get that ball inbounds. Obviously I had good height on it. It went 10 yards, and it was just a little bit outside. So, Phil didn't have a good shot at it, and that's my fault. I put that on myself. And, next time I know what to do to make sure I keep that ball in bounce. And, that's all I can do. I can always continue to keep getting better, watch my film, and perfect my craft that way.
So the next game is in the Sunshine State with the Jacksonville Sharks. What does the Empire need to do in order to finish the Florida trip with a sweep and get to 5-0 in the season?
Playing as a team. It's pretty simple. We keep playing the way we have been. Like I said, we're getting better every week. And if we keep playing as a team and we keep preparing the way that we are, I think we're going to be just fine. Jacksonville's a good team. They got a really strong defensive line. I understand that their quarterback got hurt, and that sucks. And I hate that. Prayers go out to Mike, because, I know how it is being injured too. And I hate that feeling. It's a terrible feeling. And, I wish him a speedy recovery. But besides that, we just got to come out and prepare like we have been, and come out with our game plan and execute it.
All right. Any closing thoughts to the fan base before playing the Sharks?
You guys can follow me on Instagram, Craig Peterson 19. I'm on Twitter at Craig the Leg 19. And then, I have my Facebook at Craig Peterson. So keep following me, keep following the journey, follow our team, Albany Empire NAL. and go Empire. Go National Arena League. I know it's kind of been a little weird with teams dropping out and teams coming in, but hopefully it's on the rise, and we can continue having this league and seeing what happens moving forward. But let's keep the win streak alive. Hopefully we can go to 5-0 going into our bye weeks. I think that's important.
All right. Craig, it's a blast talking to you as always. Good luck, Craig the Leg here today, joining me today. I'm your host as always, Hunter Williams, here with Inside Arena Football. And again, best of luck to Albany Empire and best of luck to the rest of the NAL season.
Thank you, Hunter. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Action sports have been quiet for too long. We've all missed the sound of engines revving, wheels spinning, and crowds roaring. But now, Nitro Circus is back, and we're gonna make some noise. Look out, we're ready to party. The You Got This Tour 2021. 30 shows across North America, featuring the best in FMX, skate, BMX, and scooter, with more huge world's firsts, more insane stunts, more crazy contraptions, and more high adrenaline fun than ever before. North America, get ready for the most action-packed show on earth. We're coming soon to blow your minds at a stadium near you. Get your tickets now at nitrocircus.com.